Yo guys, what is up? It's RS here, back again with another video. And in today's video, I'm bringing you guys a full review on the iPhone X, or as some people might call it, the iPhone 10. Like I mentioned in my unboxing video, I did say that I'll be doing a full review on the phone once I've played it around for about 2 weeks. Now I've had the phone for I think it's 3 weeks, so I thought I'll make a full review on it to tell you guys my thoughts, opinions, and whether you should buy it. So if you guys don't know, this is Apple's latest flagship phone, and it's Apple's first phone to cost $1,000, and the design is completely different. Before, the iPhone 7s and all the other iPhones literally have the similar design with like bezel edges, while this phone doesn't have no bezels at all. So let's talk about the first feature that I'm going to talk about. So the first feature that I'm going to talk about in this video is Face ID. So Face ID is replacing Touch ID on previous iPhones. On the previous iPhones, you would put your fingerprint on and you would unlock your phone. But now we got Face ID, so you just raise your phone, look at the phone and unlock it. So what do I think? I think Face ID is a great feature. It unlocks pretty much 85% to 90% of the times when I want it to, but there are some drawbacks. So the first drawback to Face ID. When you're lying in bed, lying sideways, sometimes it doesn't recognize your face, which just really gets on my nerves because I have to tap it, type in my password, because normally with Touch ID, you can put your fingerprint on and it would work. Now, one good thing about Touch ID. One good thing about Touch ID is that it even works in the dark. Yeah guys, so I basically went in my garage, it was completely pitch black dark, so it couldn't recognize my face. I picked up the phone, put it to my face, and guys, it unlocked without no problems. To be honest, if someone asked me would I prefer Touch ID or Face ID, I would probably still say Touch ID, because Touch ID works in more instances, but Touch ID also has its drawbacks. But this is Apple's first generation of Face ID. Like they brought out Touch ID 2, I'm sure they'll bring out Face ID 2 as well. At the moment, I mean, it's better than what I'd expected it to be. The Face ID allows you to download apps, so you just double tap the side button. You double tap the power button, or as some people call it, the home button now on the iPhone X, and you just look at you look at the notch with your eyes, and it downloads the app that easily. So yeah, it's basically everything that Touch ID used to do, but now Face ID does it, and you can also lock documents on notes. I think it's lost one password, the website or app called. You can literally look at it, open your app, certain locks on certain apps. You can lock your certain documents and notes and look at them and unlock. Another cool feature I like about Face ID is that, just say your phone's on the desk and you get a notification. If somebody goes over to your phone, touches the screen to wake the phone and has a look at your notification, you will be able to see it, but not with the iPhone X or the iPhone 10. The notification doesn't actually pop up. What comes up is just as notification until you actually look at the phone and the phone realizes that this is actually you, which is using the phone, then it will show you notification. So for privacy issues, it's a really good, the Face ID, which I think Touch ID could never do this. Number 3, now let's talk about animojis. You guys, you've seen the hype everyone on the internet about these animojis. It's basically these emojis that move with your face, and guys, I've got to say, they are pretty accurate. Quite good, but one feature that I don't like about animojis is that if you take like your tongue when using the monkey or any other animal on there, it actually doesn't work that well. But also, like Face ID works in the dark, animojis don't. Every time I try going in a room that's dark, this doesn't even have to be pitch black. Every time I try animojis in a dark room, it won't work. So I think Apple don't actually use the 30,000 laser dots. They don't use that for the animojis. They just use a camera. So I have to put my phone brightness full up. I have to be in a well lit room for the animojis to actually work. And yeah, the animojis are fun. You can download them and send them to your friends. Yeah, they're quite fun to play with, but I wouldn't buy a $1,000 phone just for the sake of the animojis. Now, moving on to the notch. As you guys can see, that the phone now has a notch on the screen. It's completely bezel-less, but apart from the little notch on the top of the screen, a lot of controversy was caused by this. So some people said they like the notch, some said they don't. To be honest, I don't mind the notch. I actually thought it was going to be much bigger. But when I first seen the phone in the store and when I bought mine, because I bought mine on release date, you guys, so check out the unboxing video, the link will be in the description. And yeah guys, so basically when I bought that phone, the notch was actually much smaller than I thought. But again guys, sometimes when you're watching a film or a movie in full screen, it does kind of irritate you. But I mean, it could have been worse. It's not actually as bad as you think. And when you get used to using the phone as an everyday phone, you sometimes don't even realise that the notch even exists there. Let's talk about the new display. So Apple introduced something called a Super Retina display. Apparently this display is the same as the OLED display, but it beats the disadvantages of the OLED display and has basically no disadvantages to it. To be honest, I can't really tell the difference between my normal Retina display and my Super Retina display. And there's also something called True Tone now, and the feature where I click True Tone, but I actually can't tell the difference. All the True Tone does is make the screen a bit yellow, and if I click Notch Shift, it makes it even more yellow. So I don't really see the feature in that. The screen is literally the same as my 7 Plus, and I think the 8 also has the Super Retina display as well. But if you got the iPhone 5, 5S, 6, I literally think all the displays look the same. Unless you look really closely, then you can't really tell the difference. Wireless charging. I actually haven't got a wireless charger to demonstrate this on, but I have tried wireless charging. I went to the Apple store to repair my MacBook because that unfortunately broke. So whilst I was at the Apple store with my iPhone 10, I placed it on one of the demo charging mats. And I've got to say guys, it started charging instantly. Wireless charging, Apple took a long time to bring it, but you know what, better late than never. At least they brought it now. And yeah guys, wireless charging is slow. I was there trying it for about 10-15 minutes. It is slow, but again, it's a good feature if you want to go to sleep overnight. Just leave it to charge overnight. And yeah guys, it even worked with my case. I've got a big thick case on it and it still worked with it. Now let's talk about the software. It has iOS 11 on the phone, and iOS 11 was literally specifically designed for this phone. Even the 8 Plus, it doesn't look that good on any other phone. But this one guys, iOS 11 just goes well. So for example, if I go to the control center and the control center has like curved edges around it, it matches the curved display around the phone. Battery life is good. I haven't seen a big difference between my 7 Plus and my X. Apparently there's like a 2-hour difference. I'm not too sure. If I'm wrong, just let me know in the comments. But I actually think that the battery life on the iPhone X is worse. I think it's because it's more powerful and it just drags more battery. But to be honest, I'm used to this battery life on these iPhones. I have a Morphe power bank and a Morphe charging case for it as well. So I don't really mind, but battery life's okay. As like I said before, battery life has never been good on iPhones, apart from the iPhone SE. I had the iPhone SE for about 3 months, and I forgot to say, it was actually one of the best iPhones I've had with a battery life. So yeah guys, battery life is like a 7, 6 is nothing big. It's a normal battery life that I don't really like. And yeah, this picture on the screen right now is showing you the benchmark. As you can see, it's quite powerful, and as you can see, it's quite powerful. And if you guys want to see a full speed test between this phone and my iPhone 7 Plus, and like just the speed in general, then just click the link in the description, because I've already done this on my channel. Now let's talk about the camera. Guys, the camera is just amazing. It now has a front facing camera that is also 1080p, and the rear camera records in 4K 60 frames a second. The iPhone 7 Plus used to record in 4K 30 frames a second, whereas this iPhone X records in 4K 60 frames a second. And the front camera is called a true depth camera. It's guys, literally, and if you don't know, the iPhone 7 Plus had a portrait mode, and the portrait mode was only for the rear cameras. But whereas on the iPhone X, it has on the rear cameras and front cameras. But not only that, it has portrait mode. It has portrait mode with contour lighting, stage lighting, mono lighting, and there's 2 more. So I think with the stage lighting, it just makes the background all black, and with contour lighting as well, it makes your face look more stand out. So it has different types of portrait modes. Guys, the camera is the best thing on this phone. Trust me, have a DSLR or iPhone X. For the price, the iPhone X works out literally better. It's just, the camera is on another level. Here, I'm going to put some photos on the screen that I've took with this phone to show you guys how brilliant this camera quality is. Guys, so yeah, this is it for a video. Overall, I think the iPhone X is a brilliant phone, and to be honest, I think it's actually worth £1,000 a month. I actually bought the 256GB, which costed me £1,149 or dollars, as some people might call it in their countries. And yeah, guys, I actually think it's worth every single penny. I'm a big Apple fan. And yeah, guys, I literally think every little penny went towards it was worth it. It has everything's outstanding. It's actually better than I thought it was. But guys, one thing for sure, get insurance or Apple Care on it. This phone, if you literally drop it, thankfully I haven't dropped mine yet, but I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube that if you drop it, it literally smashes it straight away. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you don't see reviews on any other Apple gadgets, I literally buy every Apple gadget that comes out. I've got the MacBook, the iPad Pro as well. I've got literally the new Apple Watch. I'm gonna get that actually. So if you guys want to see the new Apple Watch review, also let me know in the comments. And yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this review. If you want to see more reviews on not only Apple products, but it can be anything, like an Xbox One X, because that's the new console that's come out, just let me know, and I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, that's @itsrs_official. Check out my merchandise, all the links are in the description anyways. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Other than that, it's been RS, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.